Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our air signs Libras. You are the first zodiac sign. The air signs are the first zodiac sign reads for 2022. So welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. Thanks for coming in. Let's also welcome in your cross watchers as well. Please feel free to swap around the energies as need be throughout the reading. And time is fluid, so whenever you do come across this reading, title drew you in, was a time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Libra, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect the whole thing, but some aspect, as well as, or it could just be an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. Just means that the reading might be meant for somebody else this week. For those of you that this does resonate with, though, I will have an extended at the end of this reading. I'm going to dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that show up. Those zodiac signs can be about an intimate connection as well as or background players. Friends, family, colleagues, best friends, work associates, cousins, siblings, blended family, extended family, parents, grandparents. And even if you don't know their zodiac sign, you'll recognize the energies as I go through the zodiac signs in the extended reading. Whew. Mouthful. So here we go. This is for Libra, Sun, Rising, and Moon. This is for Libra, Sun, Rising, and Moon. This is for Libra, Sun, Rising, and Moon. This is messages for those watching. For Libra, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Here we go. So, overall energy for the reading, overall theme, 10 of Cups, happy joy joy. Fulfillment. Let's see what your current energy is. 10 of Swords, ending of a very difficult cycle in your life. Something is, something has come to the end of completion here, and it's been a rough ride. So, let's see what your situation is. We have the Moon. Could be dealing with a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, a lot of different energies coming up right now because of whatever this ending is. Just, you're feeling like it's just, like there's nowhere to go. You've come to the end of your rope. Just surrender. So let's see what the challenge is then here for you. We have the Nine of Swords. This is something that's definitely keeping you up at night, milling around in your head. You got the monkey mind going on, trying to figure things out. There could be anxiety here, anxiousness, fear. It's kind of exasperating the situation a little bit for you. So let's see what life is co-creating with you. What is life trying to work on with you right now? We have the Six of Pentacles. So this could be about some sort of balance. This could also be about value, what you value or how you value, what things you value. So let's see how did you get here? Let's see what's going on here. How did you get here? What have you been doing up until this point? We have the Seven of Pentacles, considering, planning, plotting, thinking things through, reassessing. So let's see what's heading your way then here, Libra. What's coming at you the next 0 to 3 months? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Confidence, independence. Just feeling good about what you're doing in life and who you are. Contentment. So what are your strengths then? What can you draw on? What are the strengths that you can draw on? We've got Death. That's Capricorn energy coming in. Saturn. That you can allow things that don't need to be there to just kind of fade away. transformation. You can like, it may not be an easy process, but one of the strengths that you have is that things that aren't working for you anymore, you can allow them to just be on their way. So what are the outside influences in this situation right now? We have Judgment. That's Scorpio coming in. Think you're noticing some things that are happening probably out there in the outer realm. Could be noticing some injustices, or you could be noticing some patterns, or you could be noticing differences in opinions, but we'll see where that goes. So what are your next steps in this situation? We have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands tells me that you kind of know where you want to go. You've got the vision. You've got the plan. You're holding the world in your hand. You're kind of looking at it. You're ready to take off, but you haven't quite yet taken off yet. You may be waiting for something to come through, or you may be waiting for some sort of exchange here before you leap into this next phase of your life. So let's see, what is this all about then? What's the big picture here? Nine of Cups. Matches the Ten of Cups, which is the overall energy. Happiness, joy, fulfillment, peace, harmony, restoration, feeling good about life. So, where is this going to take you? Where are you going? Where are you heading here? How is this going to play out for you? We have the Eight of Wands. Things are going to start picking up momentum. Things are going to start moving here for you. This is also about communication. Maybe being able to speak your mind. Maybe being able to speak from your throat chakra. You've got something here that's trying to weed its way out. I don't know that you're trying to block it, other than maybe you just are kind of waiting for it to kind of clear. It kind of seems to be taking on a life of its own, and just your awareness of it starts to change the trajectory of it. So let's keep going here and see what this is all about for you, Libras. So what is the moon? Clarify the moon, please, for our Libras. This is your situation, so I'm not quite seeing something clearly. There might be some aspects of this that you don't know about, or maybe seem to be somewhat of a mystery to you. So what is the moon here? We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. You're wanting for change here. You're wanting for something better. You're wanting for some sort of emotional fulfillment here. But I don't think you know exactly what that looks like. You want things to change. You want things to, good fortune coming your way. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, luck and expansion, right? You want to be able to rise above whatever this situation is, but it kind of feels like you're feeling it, but you kind of don't have the action plan set up yet. So what is this is trying to clear out for you? What is this challenge that you're dealing with? So clarify what the Nine of Swords is, because this is kind of keeping your mind just in a constant state of like churning. We have the Four of Wands, we have the Fool, and we have the Ace of Cups. I think you want to start over again in a love commitment here, or something that just overfills your cup, right? something stable, something that's long term, something that's going to go with you for the long haul, something that's not going to leave. Or someone, could be, you want to start over again. You want fresh new energy that is stable, energy that is loving, energy that is supportive, energy that is connected. And I think you're feeling like, there may have been a situation that kind of threw you under the bus here, and you're kind of feeling like maybe you want it, but you don't know if it's meant for you. You're kind of like, is this ever going to show up in my life, or will it ever show up in my life for me again? But you're definitely wanting to start something over here. Fool, brand new beginning, new journey in love. Scratch what it's been like, and let's start like a whole new process here. So let's see what the Six of Pentacles is, because this is about value. And this is what life is trying to help you with. Understanding what you value, an exchange, give and receive, balance, harmony. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, so far, who I've got showing up here, in case this resonates with anybody, I got Pisces and Cancer. I got Sagittarius. I got Taurus. I got Scorpio. I got Scorpio again. And I got Aquarius. But I think what life is trying to help you with here is that you may be giving or over giving too much, or forgiving too much, or too much empathy, or too much forgiveness or kindness. That causes a lot of resistance, so to speak. Like you feel like you're constantly giving, or putting your heart out on your sleeve, or wearing your heart on your sleeve. And it just seems to not come back that someone else is offering the same thing, especially with commitments here. For some of you, this could be about we got the Hierophant here. This could be about a job, right? Hierophant, systems, government systems. And this could be about loyalty as well. Like there seems to be, it's lopsided. And it also, I think, for some of you, every time that you start maybe opening up or making a decision to open up for, taking action to make a decision to kind of open your heart, wear your heart out on your sleeve, compassion, kindness, forgiveness, it like backfires. It just seems to cause a lot of like disruption. Especially when it comes to wanting to make a commitment, or getting somebody to make a commitment. I think you put a lot of love into this. Like it seems like you're the one that's putting more love into connections that don't seem to reciprocate for you. They don't seem to be lasting. They don't seem to be wanting to bind, make a commitment here. So how did you get here? Well, this Knight of Swords dropped out over this Seven of Pentacles. You may have been biding your time a little bit here before you took action to speak, send a message. Yeah, lovers, this is about a connection. This is about a connection that's very near and dear to your heart. Soul connection. But you may have been biding your time here. Biting your tongue. May have been biting your tongue for a while before you decided to speak. And maybe, you know, when you did decide to speak, it came out like venom. Or it came out, you know, sharp, very sharp in a relationship or in a connection that you had. Maybe some of you told your boss to, right? Just couldn't take it anymore. You put too much time in and you weren't getting back what you deserved. For others of you, this could be about a connection that you really put a lot of your heart and soul into, and it just didn't solidify. So let's find out what the Nine of Pentacles is here. Use this one. So this is what's coming your way. Confidence, contentment, respect, feeling good, self-esteem, independence. Okay, for others of you, how you got here, you know, some of you could have been biting your tongue. Others of you could be considering speaking up, sending a message, communicating, taking action towards something or someone, speaking your piece. So let's see what the Nine of Pentacles is, because this is what's coming towards you. I think too, others of you feel like you're the one that's doing something wrong here. And I don't think that that's the message coming through. Because I think, you know, with this situation, you're wanting for something better. You're wanting for emotional fulfillment. You're wanting things to turn around and work in your favor. But you just don't know, like, why is it not happening? Why can't I get to that achievement? And the challenge for you is that to get to that achievement, there needs to be some sort of new concept in love, right? New beginning in love, some sort of concept about love, how love shows up in your life, what love looks like in your life. Is it just coming from one person? Are you just focusing in on one person or one individual? And when you got the Ace of Cups here, this is about kind of just a general overflow of love, just feeling good about life in general, and less about focusing in on one individual or one relationship. So let's see what the Nine of Pentacles is. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Tower. Okay, well, I think you're kind of seeking some things, you know, thinking some things through here. You're kind of like reviewing what's come your way. What have you been able to hold on to? And it seems like nothing, regardless of kind of like what you've held on to in this situation, maybe from somebody else or maybe from a job. What's come your way to kind of give you some stability seems to be somewhat minimal. And I think this is where you're going to build your confidence in, because you got death in here as your asset in this situation once it comes in. I'm kind of just like, let that shit go. Let it go. I don't think it's working for you. I think even the little bit that you might get here just seems to like be thrown out the window. And I think you're like, what's going on, right? What's happening here? So let's see what death is. Transformation. Because this is your asset. This is something that is going to work for you. I got the King of Wands. I got the Five of Cups. And I got the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this could be about a fire sign that you haven't quite let go of yet. Aries, Leo, Sag, or someone with a lot of fire energy in them. I don't think you quite closed the door on it. I don't think you understand what is going on with the relationship. I think you feel like you've put a lot of time and effort into it, but I don't think this person is matching up to what your ideas or desires are about commitment, sustainability. And I you know, what your strength is, or what you do have going for you, is to be able to recognize this. Like, this could be a pattern that the two of you are on a cycle on. For others of you, you know, if this is about a job, it could be picking the same type of job, maybe a new job, new environment, but the same results. You get really geared up, you're really excited, you're really happy, you're ready to go for it, you're feeling good, right? And then it kind of like, the same, like it's looping. It's looping. It keeps looping. And so your strength here is to allow it to just, it's had its day. It doesn't need another day. It's had its day. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Because you got awakening down here in the outside influences, which means you're starting, I think you're starting to see some of the looping. I think you're starting to see some of the looping, and you might still be questioning it a little bit, but I think that you're understanding that it's like what's being drawn in could be in different form, but it's still coming with the same type of energies that have kind of troubled you or brought discord in the past. And that's probably why you're kind of thinking down here, contemplating about your relationships, the communication in your relationships. I'm surprised the High Priestess hasn't come out for you yet. So let's see what Judgment is, because these are the outside influences that are kind of pressing on this situation. Well, I don't know. Oh, that's why you want the Two of Pentacles to come out. Got it. I ignored that the first time it came out, so it decided to like throw all the cards out at me. So we got the Two of Pentacles. We got the Page of Wands. And we got the Hierophant again. I think some of you might be dealing with a Taurus here. But I think that you're starting to decipher, right? Two of Pentacles, we have Awakening. You're starting to decipher maybe some of the characteristics or behaviors of, if it's a earth sign, right, Taurus, you're starting to decipher some of the characteristics, some of the behaviors, some of the passions, the desires. You're starting to decipher some of this. And for others of you, you're starting to kind of figure out like what keeps attracting you, what keeps influencing you to keep going back to these types of same jobs or institutions or places of like systems, anything that has to do with systems, governments, tradition. You're starting to decipher some of this, and you're starting to like review some things. So let's see what the Two of Wands is here. This is your next step. We have the Fool. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. The next step is to make a decision. It's to make a decision and take a risk and speak your truth here. If some of you want to ask for something that's long lasting or want a commitment, instead of holding it in, the next step is to say, this is where I want to go. This is what I want. Instead of assuming that the other person wants the same thing. And if that person's not in alignment and they hightail it, right? Then you have your answer. But it's about, finally you're figuring it out. Now you're going to make a decision about taking that risk, about, what a long-term commitment's going to look like, and speaking your piece about it. Because either way you go, whatever action you are going to take here, whether you release it and allow it to just take its course, or whether you decide to speak your mind about it or speak your truth, it's still going to build your confidence and your strength and your self-esteem. So let's get one more on this Nine of Cups, because this is the big picture. Yeah, Six of Wands. You want for something more. You're wanting for something more. You're wanting for, you want to come out of this happy, seen, feeling good, feeling confident, persevering through, coming out on the other side. So let's see what the Eight of Wands is, because that's about communication. I think once this resolves itself, whatever this is, things are going to start moving quite quickly for you here. It's going to be a fast process. It's not going to be a slow, monotonous, agonizing process. It's going to be a fast process for you. Well, the Eight of Wands goes with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So I think that, whether you decide to let this situation, release it, and allow it to just take its course, or you decide to speak for what you want, and then allow the situation to take its course, I think it's going to take its course very quickly for you. It's not going to be this long journey, because you got love coming in here, Ace of Cups, and you also have the Ace of Cups in your challenge. So, and this is being real and communicating what it is you really want. So if this is about you're looking for, this could be about your job or your career. Maybe you're up for review, right? And this is about really speaking what you really want from either this career or this job, to whomever you're speaking it to. Because that's going to give you insight into, do I really want to stay here then if they can't meet my needs? Because your contribution is just as important. And it should be honored as such. And if it's not, that's going to help you make a decision to maybe, go on another adventure or a new venue or a new type of career move or new type of job. And I also think that it's going to give you awareness of, so that you don't keep going to the same types of careers or jobs. Like, it's kind of like the restaurant business. Like, You know, a serving job is a serving job. You could be serving at five and dime diner, right? And then all of a sudden you get this job at this really nice restaurant, big expensive restaurant, and you know, you're making more money and there's more tips coming in. But on the flip side of that, it's still serving. You're still doing customer service. You know, it's still high pressured. It still has those elements added to it. And the same thing with the relationship. If you can't speak your truth right away and just say, I'm not looking for short-term, you know, roundabout. I want commitment. I want stability. I want to know where it's going. And that person bails, then you got your answer. And you can start looking at the characteristics of that person, right? Here's your Page of Wands. What maybe attracted you to them, or how you felt about them, or maybe how they were attracted to you, and you can start deciphering some things. So let's see who I got here. I got Taurus is pretty loud. I've got Sagittarius is pretty loud. I've got Pisces and Cancer. I got Aquarius. I've got Scorpio again. Gemini. Scorpio. Aquarius. Scorpio again. Scorpio is pretty loud too. I think that's it. So I'm going to look at those in the extended. For those of you that want to go on with me, for those of you that are not going on with me, let's get a divine guidance to you. This is from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. Let's get a crystal, something tangible you can use, you can touch, you can use the energies. Okay, we had two that come out, so I'm going to read both of them. We have Moldavite, that's powerful crystal. And we have Charoite. So number 34, Moldavite. If you start seeing the number 34, that is synchronicity that this reading was meant for you. Moldavite, Metamorphosis. Moldavite was created when a giant meteorite slammed into Earth some 11 million years ago, fusing the power of the cosmos with that of Mother Earth. You are a child of the stars and find the environment of Earth heavy and inert. Moldavite raises your vibrations with inflooding cosmic light so that you feel more at home. You are on a search for the inner grail, awareness of your divine origins. Release ingrained beliefs to make way for spiritual metamorphosis. Detach yourself from mundane issues. You are going through spiritual transformation. So dramatic, changes occur as you reach beyond your limits. Talk to your soul to check the outcome of present actions. Transcend time. Avoid sowing seeds of destruction. Fertility and good fortune await. Well, there's your wheel of fortune in your situation. You are far more than a physical body. Harmony at all levels creates your well-being. Your soul path is integration of the physical and the spiritual. And then we have Charoite, number 50. Wound healing. Charoite provides deep physical and emotional healing, transmuting negative energy. It converts dis-ease to wellness. With this assistance, you recognize that your greatest trauma is also your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Charoite re-energizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life dis-ease carried into the present life. Deep fears and schisms pervade your being. You may not feel that you belong on Earth. Alienation and insecurity lie beneath a deceptively calm surface. You are subtly driven by other people's thoughts and programs rather than your own. Your autonomic nervous system may be malfunctioning. If so, it needs recalibrating. It's time to take control. You are undergoing a vibrational change. That's twice now that's come through. You are undergoing a vibrational change, and it also came through in the Moldavite. And that's that death and transformation here in your asset in the situation. Yep, here it is in Moldavite. You are going through a spiritual transformation so dramatic, changes occur as you reach beyond your limits. And here's Charoite. You are undergoing a vibrational change, creating two links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma personally and collectively. Here's your healing insight. In accepting the present moment as perfect, you create the space to heal. Your soul path, service to humanity, healing the wounds of the past. So lots of past stuff coming in through here. And that's probably why this 10 of Swords is the current energy. Because you're ending a cycle, a very difficult cycle. And you're transforming. Here's your assets, death, transformation. You're transforming into something that is much more vibrant. Lots of energy coming your way. Lots of love and luck and good fortune is coming your way. But there's something that needs to be healed from a past situation. 5 of Cups. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I think once that clears out and you start working through those energies, Libra, things are really going to pick up speed. Because you got the 10 of Cups for the overall energy of the reading. And you got the 9 of Cups for what is a big picture. And you got the Ace of Cups in your outcome. So you're on your way. So that's what I have for you this week. For those of you going on, the link to the extended is in the description box below. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. Bye-bye.